In April, I left a referral networking group I founded in 2018. I built that room. I ran it for 8 years. I loved the people in it, and I had outgrown it about 3 years before I had admitted it. Real talk, the rooms that you built are not always the rooms that grow you. Here is the contrarian opinion most owners need to hear. You can love the people and still leave the room. Loyalty is not a business strategy. Loyalty is a feeling, and owner-operators who confuse the two end up funding rooms they have outgrown with the most expensive resource they own, their time. I draw a hard line between spending time and investing time. They look identical on a calendar. They are not the same thing. Here's how we will approach it. 3 things in this video. 1, the audit I ran on myself that made the answer obvious. 2, the reason owner-operators stay in rooms they have outgrown and why it is almost never the room's fault. 3, the decision filter you can use this week on your own commitments. I see this every week with the owners we work with at Shield Bar. We install the marketing system growing companies need when the business is evolving, and almost every one of those owners has a room, a board, a group, a standing lunch that is quietly costing them more than it returns. If you are running a service business doing somewhere between $1 and $10 million in revenue, and you are past the hustle phase, this one is for you. You have built something real. You have rooms you joined when you were hungry. You have commitments on the calendar that made sense for the owner you were in 2018, 2020, 2022. The question is whether they make sense for the owner you are now. Here is the audit I ran on myself. I added up the hours, meeting time, prep time, group management, showing up early, following up after. Between running the group and being a member of the group, I was spending 80 to 100 hours a year on it. 80 to 100 hours. Then I asked one question. In the last 12 months, how much new client revenue came from this room? The answer was 0. Not low, 0. Now here's the part most owners skip. I kept going. How many people did I bring into the room? A lot. Most of my own clients joined when I invited them. How many people in the room became my clients? 0. How many referrals did I receive from members who were not already my clients? Effectively, 0. That is when the word changed in my head. I was not investing 80 to 100 hours a year. I was spending them. Spending and investing look like the same thing on a calendar. They feel the same on a Tuesday morning. The difference shows up 12 months later in your bank account, in your stress level, and in what you had to say no to because that time was already gone. Here is the deeper truth. The room had not gotten worse. The room was fine. The people were good. The mission was good. I had outgrown it. That is a different problem, and it is a problem most owner-operators will not name out loud because it sounds arrogant. It is not arrogant, it is math. When you grow, the rooms you needed at 1 million in revenue are rarely the rooms you need at 5. The rooms you needed at 5 are rarely the rooms that move the needle at 10. Staying is not loyalty. Staying is avoidance. Avoidance of a hard conversation, avoidance of disappointing people you genuinely care about, avoidance of the discomfort of finding a new room where you are, once again, not the most experienced person at the table. That last one is the real cost. The cost of staying in a room you have outgrown is not the hours. It is the rooms you do not enter because your calendar is already full. Let me make this concrete. Picture a med spa owner doing about 3.5 million in revenue, 2 locations, wanted to get 7. Look at her calendar and you would see 3 standing commitments outside the business. A women in business group she joined when she opened her first location. A monthly mastermind for solo practitioners, and a regional aesthetics meetup. Conservatively, 90 hours a year across the 3. Revenue attributable to those 3 rooms in the last 12 months? About $4,000 in 1 referral. From a group she had been in for 6 years. Now, here's what she was not doing because those hours were gone. She was not in a room with other multi-location med spa owners doing 5 to 15 million. She was not in a CEO peer group. She was not building relationships with the commercial real estate brokers who would tell her about location 3 before it hit the market. She loved the women in her original group. They had been there when she opened. The loyalty was real. But she was running a $7 million business on a $1 million business calendar. So she left 2 of the 3 rooms, kept the one with the deepest friendships, downgraded her role inside it from organizer to attendee, used the reclaimed hours to join a peer group of multi-location operators. 11 months later, she had her 3rd location under contract. The broker came from the new room. The rooms did not fail her. She had outgrown them. The honest move was to say so. Here is what most owners get wrong. They treat the rooms on their calendar like furniture. Once it is in the house, it stays in the house. Nobody audits the couch. So the rooms accumulate. The board seat from 2010, the networking group from 2020, the mastermind from 2021, the committee from 2022. None of them are bad. All of them are spending, and none of them get reviewed because reviewing them feels disloyal. That is the trap. Loyalty as a substitute for decision making. Here is the one question to ask before you keep any commitment on your calendar another quarter. Am I spending this time or investing it? And what would the next 12 months look like if those hours went somewhere else? Today, do this. Pull up your calendar, look at every recurring commitment outside the business. Boards, groups, masterminds, standing meetings, networking events. Next to each one, write 2 numbers. Hours per year, revenue or strategic value produced in the last 12 months. Then ask for each one whether you would join it today as the owner you are now. If the answer is no, that is data. You do not have to act on it this week, but you do have to stop pretending you are investing when you are spending. This connects how do we think about marketing at Shield Bar. Visibility, trust, capture, convert, and speed across all 4. Every room you sit in is a visibility and trust play. It either feeds the system or it does not. The honest question is whether the rooms on your calendar today are feeding the business you are building or the business you used to run. 3 things to remember. 1, spending time and investing time look identical on a calendar. They are not the same. 2, outgrowing a room is not disloyalty. It is math. Name it honestly. 3, the real cost of staying is not the hours. It is the rooms you cannot enter because your calendar is full. If you know an owner who is sitting in a room they have outgrown, share this video with them. I'm Nicole Homa with Shield Bar Marketing. We show up, we keep our word, we get it done.